not exactly sanitary.
Fun stuff never is.
Serious bacterial food poisoning explains seizure and vomiting.
Lumbar puncture could confirm.
Except it's not food poisoning. If it was, the ER would look like Camelot right now.
All it takes is one bad eyeball.
Or testicle, cow brain, or my personal favorite, pig rectum with a side odor of sphincter.
I think they call that breakfast in Australia.
No one else was sick because they weren't allergic like he was.
To what?
That's what I sent you to Middle Earth to find out. Run scratch tests with the samples you brought back.
That's gonna take time, he's getting worse.
So treat him with epinephrine, too.
This should prevent any more symptoms until we can figure out what it is you're allergic to.
Thanks.
Told you shouldn't have eaten all that stuff.
You know, you don't have to stay. I'm sure you and Miles are crazy busy, what with the wedding and all.
Miles said we could postpone it until...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I'll be there. Just hope you have a good photographer, because I don't think the standard red-eye filter is gonna work on these.
I need your right arm.
That, feels strange.
What is it? What's wrong?
His heart rate's become irregular.
My chest hurts. It feels like it's gonna explode.
Tachycardia. Need to shock him back into rhythm.
Oh my God. William?
I need his gown open.
What is that stuff?
I don't know. It's definitely not an allergy, or the epi would have helped him, not made him worse.
Unless he's allergic and allergic to the cure. Sodium bisulfite, the preservative that keeps epi peppy, can cause tachycardia.
So can Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome, and it also causes hemorrhaging in the eyes.
And abnormal electrical pathways in the heart, which could cause seizures.
But not skin infections.
There is an infection that can cause skin and neurological damage and spreads rapidly without treatment.
Methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus?
Lord have MRSA.
You weren't wearing gloves when we shocked his heart back into rhythm.
I'm sure you'll be fine. You two get a sample to the lab to confirm. You get the night into isolation on IV antibiotics. You stay away from me. Need to talk.
About the MRSA. I know, we're...
MRSA, schmersa. Something important.
Something you think is more important than a potentially lethal bacteria spreading like wildfire through my hospital. Well, that narrows it down to something personal and stupid.
Wilson.
Theory confirmed. He is dating his first wife. I know.
I don't believe it.
That he didn't ask your permission first?
No, that he's actually capable of keeping a secret from me.
Well, you'd be surprised how many things Wilson doesn't tell you.
Would I? Like how you slept with your father's best friend, or...
I'm gonna kill him.
You need to break them up.
Forget it.
She'd rather sit back and watch while the evil blonde gorges on Wilson's tender flesh and then tosses out his bones like she did the last time. You remember what he was like after that?
Yes, I do.
Well, do something. God knows he's not going to listen to me. You, on the other hand, have decades of experience dating and being attracted to losers. Obviously, I don't include myself.
You know what happens when you interfere in other people's relationships.
Of course, I do it all the time. I see your point.
That is why I'm staying out of this. You force him to choose. You might not like the answer.
He doesn't seem to be in as much pain anymore.
That's good, but we won't be out of the woods for sure until the blisters start to recede.
Hey, I'm really thirsty. You mind getting me a soda?
Sure, I'll be right back.
What's wrong?
The pain in my chest, it's getting worse.
Just now?
No. I didn't want to worry her.
So how long have you been in love with her?
What? No, we're just friends. Seriously. Since the first time I saw her.
Why don't you tell her?
She's engaged to my friend.
The king? Haven't seen him visiting or sitting by your bedside.
He has responsibilities.
Yeah? I'm guessing the queen does too.
What kind of knight steals his friend's bride? I hate that I even think about it.
You're not a knight. You're just a guy.
But I want to be more than that.
Your chest?
My back feels like there's a knife in it. Is the infection spreading?
It's not MRSA. It looks like some sort of clostridial organism.
Question is, which type of Clostridium? There's hundreds.
C. perfringens?
Wouldn't count for his other symptoms. C. tetani, on the other hand?
Tetanus. He would have been inoculated against it.
So he cut himself and didn't get a booster shot. The guy fights people with swords for fun. No one said he's smart.
They don't just fight for fun. They fight to prove their bravery.
You buying this honor stuff? Fighting's not brave, it's just stupid.
You would say that.
You think I've never been in a fight?
No, I just think you've never won one.
I took on 3 guys in college once.
Hope they bought you dinner first.
It's not MRSA.
I know. It's poison ivy.
Poison ivy.
A severe reaction could cause the blisters and maybe irritate his eyes enough to cause the hemorrhaging, but the chest pain and seizures.
They have bonfires every night. Burning leaves aerosolizes the oil. You've seen what it's done to the outside of his body. Imagine what it's doing to his lungs and his sinuses.
Okay, maybe it remotely fits, but I'd rather go with scientific evidence than with your gut.
How about this? Apparently, it's all over his sword.
It's his heart rate again.
How fast is it?
It's slowing. Why aren't you?
It's not MRSA.
Giving him 12 cc's epinephrine.
He tested positive. You'll blow his heart out.
If it slows anymore, it's gonna stop.
I told you.
And I told you.
That wasn't caused by poison ivy.
Or epinephrine. Means the heart problem we ruled out, we now have to rule back in.
Found Clostridium bacteria in the skin samples,
Clostridium's in dirt and basically harmless.
but opportunistic if his immune system was depressed.
Leukemia?
He would have had symptoms way before the Renaissance Festival.
Which is true of anything that would compromise his immune system. Which means it has to be some other environmental toxin. Yesterday he was a healthy knight, today he's sleeping beauty. Nothing else fits.
Trichinosis from eating infected meat.
We already ruled out food poisoning. Both the butcher shop and the food stands at the fair were totally clean.
And he ate the poison apple somewhere else. Or maybe you just missed it. Start treatment for trichinosis. Confirm with a muscle biopsy.